The views and opinions expressed on Dojo Drifter Live are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of Wusa Studios, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows produced by Wusa Studios can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and might include strong themes, images, sex, or language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
We're back!
What's up,
Hello,
guys?
everyone! We are live here at Wusa Studios in Pasig City, Philippines.
That's right, guys. This is Dojo Drifter Live, the first
And the only.
MMA podcast here in Asia. What's up? This is Gab,
I'm Audrey.
I'm Spanky.
and we are here to give you the latest and hottest
Did
MMA
you miss
news.
us?
Yeah, you guys,
Yeah,
did you miss
it's
us?
been-
Please.
Couple of weeks
It's been
off.
2 weeks.
I know a few of you missed us. You've been tweeting in, so thank you for your support. We're back, and we got a great show lined up for you guys today.
Yup. And to start the show, we've got the question of the day. Recently, actually, we just missed this. Ronda Rousey won
Sarah
against
McMahon.
Sarah McMahon. So the question of the day: what is next for this girl? She's been dominating the league. She's been dominating the UFC. She's
Yep.
the poster girl for the UFC, which is kind of weird right now since. Not to be sexist, but she's a girl, and that, I mean,
Yeah.
there hasn't been a girl
Yeah.
this dominant in
Uh-huh.
combat
And
sports
people
in
were-
general.
Yeah, and people were expecting like the
Fallon
face going to be
Fox.
not Fallon Fox, like John Jones or Anderson Silva would be
Yeah.
the face of MMA, and now it's Ronda Rousey.
You
so
got Ronda Rousey. So the
That
question
was
of the day
The question of the day. Go ahead.
is: let us know who you want her to fight. Is
And
it
how can they share their ideas?
wait?
And
Is it Gina Carano?
excited.
Is
yeah.
it is it Cyborg or Kat Zingano? Sino dito sa tatlo? Who do you think is most deserving of a title shot against Ronda Rousey?
135.
Gina Carano, as we all know, coming off retirement. Cyborg being the dominant Cyborg, and Kat Zingano being the #1 contender in the UFC right now. So let us know your thoughts on the show.
Via Viber.
Yes.
0919-530-0020.
It's all on there. And for the Twitter, it's at Dojo_Drifter.
Or call us at
Yeah, you guys have the number
601.
there. I don't know.
601-2264. We
Yeah,
can't
and-
read.
And also just hashtag Rousey versus in your Twitter.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you can check it, we're checking all your tweets here.
Yep. Check
So
it
let us
out.
know.
Check it out. Hashtag Rousey versus. And
Check out
we'll
Gab's
read out,
shirt.
We'll read out the
Jigo
tweets.
Romano.
Dojo Drifter Live. All right.
Yes.
So on
Coming
with the
up
show.
from
Just warming up. On with
Yeah.
the show.
From
With, as always, the Dojo Drifter 5 rounds. 5 of the hottest and newest MMA news around the world
Yes,
today.
sir. So this just in, round number 1. Okay, this just
Round.
in. We know ONE FC is coming back to Manila.
Mm-hmm.
They've made the official announcement on who the main event will be. It's Bibiano Fernandez versus, let's get this right, Masakatsu Ueda from Japan.
Oh, okay.
If you remember
Yeah,
Ueda,
yeah.
he beat Kevin Bellingon
Yep.
back in October. And so these guys will throw down
for the title.
Yes.
This was actually this
Featherweight.
this was the fruitification of
Wow, yeah, we
of the Grand Prix
copyright
of the Grand
fruification.
Prix of the bantamweight Grand Prix where yun nga
It's bantamweight,
Kevin Bellingon
bantamweight,
lost
sorry.
against
Bantamweight.
Masakatsu
Yeah.
Ueda.
Uh-huh.
I was actually waiting for this one to be announced
yes.
and was wondering when it'll be. So apparently,
Yeah, and this is
It's happening here.
yes. Yeah, here in Manila, Mall of Asia, May 2nd.
May 2.
Ueda gets the featherweight title shot.
This is bantamweight.
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 Damn it.
Bantamweight.
Bantamweight.
But yeah, this is gonna be a good fight. Si Bibiano, this is his 3rd fight in ONE FC, and it's his 3rd fight in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He likes fighting here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
People
He's-
love
he's-
him.
he's-
People love him here.
He's a very very exciting fighter,
Yeah,
man.
and a nice guy.
Former
Yeah,
dream
very nice guy,
champion.
yeah.
This guy's very well decorated.
Mhm.
And, I'm going with the champ here.
Yeah,
Bibiano.
I'm going with Bibiano, especially because Ueda beat Bellingon.
Yep,
So
that
I
also.
automatically am rooting
Some
for
revenge.
someone else. Oh.
Oh, but if Bellingon wins this Friday,
Aha,
he's
that's
gonna
the
be
thing.
facing the winner of that. That's
Most
for
likely,
sure.
most likely,
Victor
yeah,
Goya
yeah.
said it. Yeah.
Yeah, really?
No, well, he
Well-
hasn't gone on record, but he's saying that most likely one
Yeah.
more shot for Belingon, and if he still
Uh-huh.
wins, then there's nowhere to go but
Yeah.
the title shot.
Yeah, I
So,
can see that happening, man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
si Bibiano, regarding that fight, sana he makes it a bit more exciting. He's very
Finish.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's very technical.
Yeah.
He's very talented. But people want to see more action, I guess, from him.
Yep,
but
yep,
exciting
'cause
things. Huh?
He's not the same as the other Brazilians who has very very solid stand up
Mhm.
as well as jiu-jitsu.
Mhm.
This guy just really goes for the ground
Uh-huh.
as much as he wants or
but-
he needs.
But I remember he rocked Falsaroli.
That's true, though. Yeah,
that
yeah,
fight,
yeah,
his
in
first
that
fight
fight.
here.
Yep.
So solid guy. I just
I think we'll see the
something
best Bibiano. That's
different.
just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hope for that. Yeah.
I'm hoping for that.
And
one.
then on the not the undercard, the co-main event, we have Rob Lisita from Australia versus Yusuke Kawanago from Japan. I know
This Rob's first fight in
Yes,
one.
the
Yeah.
both of them are making their one FC.
Oh,
debut.
okay. I see.
They're both
Solid.
young guys. So first of all, Lisita is from Australia. He's 15-3. 3 TKO wins, 7 submission wins, 3 via decision. So this guy's very talented. They refer to him as a slugger, but as you can see, most of his wins are by submission.
Mhm.
He's going against a Japanese fighter who's a former Legend FC champ.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is a good
nice
match.
credentials
Yeah.
for both guys
Pretty
making
good
their
fight.
debuts.
Yeah, and in the another fight added to that card, we have a Filipino, Eugene Toquero. If you remember,
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah,
Submission
yes.
Sports.
Submission
Okay.
sports.
He's 4-1.
Put up a good fight against.
Well, that was
Gehe.
his,
Gehe
that was his
Eustaquio.
one loss.
Yeah, his one
Yeah,
loss.
yeah,
So he'll be looking
against-
for his first win this time around against Gianni Suba, who is 3-0 in 1FC already.
Okay.
But he's only, did I get this right? 21 years old. 21 and
Wow.
he's 3-0 in 1FC.
It's young.
Wow.
So he's one of those promising
Wow.
guys, and Eugene Toquero naman is a very promising guy as well. So,
Yeah,
Is
for-
Suba,
exciting,
what's
huh?
his nationality? He's not Filipino.
dude, I didn't get it. Yeah.
yeah,
He's
but
not
Okay,
Filipino.
for those of you who don't remember, in the episode where we guested Erwin Tagi, he actually mentioned that Victor Koy went up to him after Eugene's first fight in one and told him that that's what they wanted to see.
Eugene's a
Eugene was
gamer.
up for
Yeah,
Eugene was
gamer.
up for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
He was chasing down Gehe.
Yeah.
But Gehe was winning on points, so he opted to.
He was winning on points, but the aggression factor, that he was,
Yeah,
he
it
was
came
eating
from
shots,
Eugene.
but he was moving forward. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
I like that.
exactly,
I like that.
exactly.
Yeah, I also like that.
Yeah,
So,
Filipino fighters,
Yeah.
yeah,
the
for sure, man.
bang and
Gamers,
trade
man.
with you.
Uh-huh.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
I hope Eugene gets his first win. Man.
Hell,
I'd love to
I
see
think
that.
I'd like to
he's
see that
grown
too.
also from that loss, and they'll have a better game plan.
And if Eugene does win this fight, says a lot about other MMA outfits in the Philippines. I mean, there's a very very prominent team dominating the sport right now in Team Lakay, but it's good to see some
Yeah,
other teams
Yeah.
Other
stepping up
guys,
the
for
ladder.
sure.
So
Yeah, and we mentioned Geje Eustaquio. Yeah, Gravity Eustaquio. It's not confirmed, but he posted on Facebook that he's excited for battle in May. So I have a feeling he's on the card, but there's nothing official yet. But I have a feeling he'll be on
Either
the
it's
card.
his teammate or he's the one fighting. But
Maybe.
it looks like
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, man. Team
well,
Lakay
for
will be
sure
on that
there's
card.
gonna be a Team
I'm
Lakay.
pretty sure.
Team
Those
Lakay's
guys
there.
been tearing it up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
man.
We'll get to
Talk
that
about
later.
that later.
Mhm.
So that's it for
Yeah.
round number 1.
Yes, round number
Next
2
is
right
round
here
Number 2.
is about Daniel Cormier.
DC, baby.
It was announced, I think, just last night that Cormier is next in line for a
After Gus.
light heavyweight title shot after
Gustafsson.
Alexander.
Gustafson.
Uh-huh.
Who destroyed a Jimmy Manoa, who's
More on that
legit.
later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Legit.
more on that later.
So there, some backstory on this lang. So John Jones is gonna take on Glover Teixeira, and he's gonna beat not.
No,
Anyway,
he's not.
okay, he's gonna take
yeah.
on. Yeah, not even I'm saying it. I'm a Jones
left
fan.
me
Almost
there.
left you hanging.
Yeah, I'm a Jones fan. I'm not
I
gonna
wish
say
I
it
did.
yet because Glover's dangerous and Jones has kind of been a douche lately.
Yeah, yes.
But anyway,
He has
okay.
actually.
Okay, about Cormier. So, in April, Jones will fight Glover, and the winner of that fight will defend the title against Alexander Gustafsson. And only then will Cormier get a shot at the title. So, matagal pa.
Will the loser of that title fight get Jimmy Manoa?
Maybe, man.
Pwede
I
yun.
think, but I think Jimmy Manoa, this was his shot to get on the
Yeah.
radar.
Yeah,
His
the
last
shot to
fight.
be
It went-
ranked.
It didn't
Yeah,
happen.
and then
Yeah,
it didn't happen.
exactly.
So there
Yeah,
you
but
go.
yeah, I get it.
No,
I'll
but-
just put it out there.
It makes a lot of sense though, with this one. I really think, of course, DC's a really, really good fighter, and but Gustafsson really has to get that rematch.
Definitely,
I mean, he
definitely.
really deserves it. I'd love to see a Cormier John Jones though, but
Eventually,
you know,
yeah.
Hey, ganito, like because Manoa is not on the radar yet, so because we kind of ruled that one out, which is a slight possibility. But Rashad Evans, remember, he was injured. That could happen. The loser of that title fight between Teixeira and Jones could face Rashad if he's back,
Yeah.
healthy. Pwede.
Yeah.
Pwede.
There are
Yeah,
a lot of fights to make in that
Oh,
division.
Teixeira and Rashad, I'd watch that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not saying he'll lose, but he'll be the champ kasi.
Who's this?
Bold words.
Who's this? Teixeira?
Teixeira's gonna be
Well,
champ,
let's see.
man.
I don't know.
Just to get it on record though, I hate the fucking ducking of that John Jones.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
yeah.
been ducking so many fighters. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I passed it nung first time, but like now, like, he's ducking Cormier, he's ducking
Okay.
Mauler.
Yeah.
What
So
the
some
hell?
updates on that. Right after Gustafsson beat Manoa, Jones tweeted, "Maybe we should see Cormier versus Gustafsson for the number
First.
one
Yeah,
contender
exactly.
spot."
Stupid.
Okay. So the
Okay.
two sides of this. In defense of John Jones, he was saying he's tired of guys getting title shots off of wins over unranked or lowly ranked guys, which is
I
true.
understand that.
Glover's getting a shot over after a Bader win, but Bader wasn't ranked. Gustafsson beat Manoa, who he's ranked but not ranked high.
Yeah.
And then Cormier beat Patrick Cummins, who's
Who
making.
he should have fought
Who's-
Rashad
who-
Yeah.
as a replacement.
But he beat Cummins, who's making his UFC debut, and now they're saying he's getting a title shot. So I get that. It's kind of silly that guys are getting title shots off of this. But again, it's like Jones.
Is the champ and he cannot complain because
Yeah, just sit back, dude.
Yeah,
Do your
Yeah,
do your
face
thing.
whoever
Yeah,
is gonna be placed in front of you,
Yeah,
man.
and even if whether he's scared or not, it makes him look scared. Whether-
it's bad for
definitely.
his
Oh.
reputation.
Look at GSP. He faced anyone in front of him. He never ducked Hendricks. I mean,
Ganito,
you know.
John Jones, for me, he's just making excuses, honestly. Because he's sick about these guys getting title shots from winning from unranked fighters. But
Yeah.
all of these guys are legit. He knows they're legit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, because they've won against unranked fighters, he's just making making that an excuse. Cormier's legit. Teixeira's legit. Rashad's legit. All of
Yeah,
Gustafsson. How he
yeah,
destroyed
it's
Manoa,
definitely
he's
legit.
So
Yeah, exactly.
all of
I
these
like-
guys, you still have Hendo who's still there, Shogun who's still
in
there.
the mix, yeah.
What
And
I
then
mean?
the way I
Galit
see it,
yung
then,
Spanky.
Hindi wala galit.
Galit yung
Vitor,
Damn it,
Spanky.
John
the
Jones.
TRT.
oh, hey, we'll talk about that. But
Talk about that later.
see, yeah, so Cormier is gonna get a shot eventually, but he's voiced out that he's willing to take a fight before then, because it's gonna be a very long time.
He wants to stay busy.
Oh naman.
I respect that.
And he's open to facing the winner of Phil Davis versus Rumble Johnson.
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah.
He's open to that fight in the meantime. So, yeah, man,
I like
some big
whoever
fights
he
coming.
gets.
But Rashad is peeking his head. Rashad's there. He's just getting healthy.
Yeah, Rashad.
We'll see,
man.
we'll
I'm a
see.
huge Rashad fan. I
Yeah,
hope he gets
yeah.
back.
I hope he gets
Oh
back.
God, the
yeah.
light heavyweight division is all of a sudden
Stacked.
stacked.
Yeah, and it also makes sense. I was looking at the top 10 of the light heavyweight division, and you kind of understand why Cormier is up there.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
the top 10 guys like, who's that? Tehuna is moving to middleweight. Manoa just lost. Who else, man?
Chill's at
Chael.
205.
Chill, and there's another guy, man.
Hendo?
Chael.
Machida. Have
Machida.
moved to middleweight. So, man, it's getting thin, the talent.
Yeah,
but they got
yeah,
it
But
thin.
Chael's the one guy who's both ranked in middleweight and light heavyweight.
Yeah.
And because, he has this grudge against, Vanderlei, and I think they want to fight at 205. I think he's staying at 205. And I want to justify that DC, that he's ranked at 205, because I think he's made that decision to stay at 205. Not like
Yeah,
Chael, who can actually move down to
Goes back,
85.
up and down.
Because his teammate is Kane, that he's never coming back to heavyweight. And he looks great at 205. That's the weight class he should be in.
Chael?
Yeah.
No, I mean
Oh,
DC.
Yeah, DC.
Looks
yeah,
great at
definitely.
205. Stay at
Definitely.
205.
Mhm.
Look
He
great.
wrestled at 205
Yeah.
anyway, so.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
All right, we'll move on to round number 3. Something that Spanky just mentioned. The beloved, the dreaded TRT.
Come on, man.
Okay, so
all
TRT
get
was
old.
banned. Bigla. TRT is testosterone replacement
Replacement
therapy. It's for guys with low testosterone. They can have it injected into their systems.
Yep.
So now, bawal na yun. And
In Nevada.
In Nevada.
In Las Vegas.
But
approved it.
Dana White said what the Nevada State Athletic Commission says they're going to apply to all their events, even in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Like that's going to be their policy. And then shortly after that, Vitor Belfort, who was set to fight Chris Weidman
For the title.
for the middleweight title, dropped out of the card
Yeah.
of the fight, and now it will be Lyoto Machida facing Weidman.
Because if I understand this, he dropped out because he was on testosterone replacement therapy,
Therapy.
and
Yes.
he
Yep.
couldn't get the TRT out of his system in time for the medical.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tama ba
definitely.
yun?
Yeah,
Ganun ba yun?
because TRT is a therapy.
Yeah.
It's a therapy,
It's a
duh.
Yep.
But like,
cycle.
so you know, it's not like a
One shot,
medicine, one
wonder
shot
drug.
thing. So it's
Constant.
step by step, and removing it from your body, that extra testosterone and the effects of that therapy.
Going au natural will
Yep,
take some time.
Will take some time. So, having said that, umamin naman siya. He said na he can't do it, so he'd rather step down. Now, it creates such
Drama.
really, really good drama for the middleweight division, which doesn't need that drama right now. But, so, Lyoto steps in, newly middleweight Lyoto
Yeah.
Machida steps in, and is gonna fight Weidman
Of a win of a
Of a win.
Musashi.
versus
Yeah.
Jaeger
Musashi.
Musashi. What do you think?
Man, that's it changes
Sucks
because
for Belfort though.
sucks for
Really
Belfort.
sucks for
I'm
Belfort,
Mindanao, but it's Machida, you know, wow, he could be the first guy to, you know, win a light heavyweight and middleweight, you know, two
Yeah.
titles in
Yeah,
two divisions.
he'll join BJ Penn and Randy
Yeah,
Couture in
yeah,
that
yeah,
class.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he looks sick. I mean, he's just ripped at 85.
At 85,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
You know, he's faster. He kept the power.
Like you wonder why he didn't move down sooner.
Yeah,
I mean, because
yeah.
he was
But he's been
successful.
winning, yeah,
he's been
for
winning,
sure.
so that's
He
why
was
he didn't move
champ,
down.
and besides, there's Anderson Silva.
Nobody,
Yeah,
everybody.
his
hated
friend. Yeah, yeah.
And now because yun nga because he dropped down to 85 ever since that drop, he's opened up then he's open to fight Anderson. You know what I mean?
actually,
Yeah, or maybe
yeah.
even Jacare Souza, who's a
Yeah,
friend of his
who's
too.
right there.
So he's really in there for the belt. He wants it,
We've
so.
seen him fight a friend, and he's been
In Munoz,
in
exactly,
Munoz,
yeah.
but and he's pretty, you know, he's very, very professional when it comes to that.
This is
So yeah,
cash cow idea, Dana.
What?
Jacare and Belfort. That could happen in Brazil. That would
in
be sick.
Brazil.
Be
That'd be
sick.
good, yeah, man.
Diba?
Uh-huh.
Jacare just came off surgery. He had some shit taken
And
out of his elbow.
Vitor coming
Yeah.
out of TRT.
Yeah.
So
Make it
who knows?
happen.
Who knows?
Make
But
it
in this fight, who do you think will win? Machida, or
Machida.
Weidman?
That's a toss-up, man.
Machida.
He's released recently that his striking will be better than Chris Weidman's wrestling. But
Yes, and I believe that.
hey, man, from the champ who's beaten, you know, with much, you know, argument,
Yeah,
beaten Anderson, the greatest of all time, twice.
Yeah, yeah.
However you want to call it, and he's still the champ.
Yeah.
And as long as he has the belt, you know, hey, prove it. But Lyoto's a very dangerous guy, man.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yep.
Oh,
Forward.
on Weidman, I don't think we've even seen the best from him yet because his last
I
two
agree.
fights ended prematurely.
I agree.
Yeah.
Before we got
yeah,
to see
there,
his
I agree.
skill,
definitely.
and he's undefeated.
Or is he
and
just
he's
that good?
well-rounded? Yeah, that's what we'll find out here. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, Machida
Sick.
is very dangerous. I want Machida to win because I want to see him
I will
uh,
not
hold
be-
two
right?
titles.
Yeah,
two titles, yeah.
definitely.
I want Weidman
No.
to win, but I will not be pissed if Machida wins.
Yeah.
I will not be pissed. I'm a
Yeah.
Machida fan.
So you won't be pissed. Come
Because
Oh,
Weidman will
win-win.
Yes.
Oh.
No, no.
Yes.
Because
This
Machida
guy.
will win.
So I don't know.
Pero-
I almost had him. He
Ano
went
din
like
eh.
this.
Yeah, see Weidman.
Walang
he has
masabi.
good- no, he has good chances. And I was gonna say something else. Weidman has to be finished if Machida's gonna take
Yes.
this belt, and
Yeah,
Machida hasn't.
If
definitely.
it goes
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fifth
yeah.
round and Weidman survives,
Yeah.
I think Weidman's gonna take it.
And then, honestly, Machida, he finished Munoz, but he hasn't been finishing a lot. Munoz
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
guy that you could finish with head kicks. Come on, we know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
love
know
him.
that. Yeah, yeah.
We love you, Munoz, but You got knocked out head kick by Hamill, and striking is kind of like
Yep.
a weak point of
Yep.
his, which isn't true for Weidman.
Yeah, and don't forget the elbow in Machida's
Yeah.
head.
Yeah,
From the champ.
Yeah, so Machida,
And he
you
didn't
gotta
finish
finish.
Musashi.
He didn't finish Musashi. Didn't
Yeah,
finish
there-
Phil Davis.
A lot of
Rampage.
questions. A lot of questions.
So yeah, great
We
fight.
shall
great
see.
fight.
We'll see. We will see.
I
We'll
love
see.
that.
Wow,
I love
round
that.
number 3 pa lang. Okay,
Yeah.
next.
Round number four.
Number 4.
Big
we'll-
news in the Philippine MMA scene.
Yeah, so we'll backtrack to a few weekends ago where Mark Ediva became the first Filipino to win a UFC fight.
Yes.
We are on the map.
Yes.
We are on
Congratulations,
and
sir.
not just won it, dominated
Yeah.
the fucking fight.
Yeah, man. So,
Team Lakay Shorts.
what's his name again? Turksun?
Zuma Bieket Tursun.
Yes, he was a very highly touted Chinese fighter, yet Mark Ediva wiped the floor with the guy.
Yeah.
3 rounds, he
definitely.
won by unanimous decision. He showed outstanding wrestling, takedown defense, offense.
We talked about
striking,
this.
everything.
What jumps out right away was I remember you guys told me his last fight was back in 2012,
11.
2011. Grabe, di ba?
Yeah.
And
And
he
the
was
guy's
that
ripped.
sharp.
Oh.
Yeah. He was effing sharp, man,
Uh-huh.
during the fight.
Team Lakay.
So, for those of you guys who wasn't
Keeping
able to
your shit
catch
sharp.
it, search it on the net, but because it's a must-see.
Mhm.
Just because we're Pinoy, but
It's a
it was
must-see,
3
period.
rounds. It reached 3 rounds, but and Ediva outstruck Tershun, and when Tershun would go for the takedown, he'd stuff it easily, like like a true wrestler.
Yeah, yeah.
If you
Even
think about it.
Mark Munoz commended his wrestling
Yeah.
via Twitter.
I
He
saw
said,
that, I saw
Maganda
that."
wrestling mo. Yeah,
Yeah, in Tagalog.
Tagalog, yeah, man.
Tagalog, yeah.
And then, man, Ediva's so humble. He said, "Thank you, but I still have a lot to learn." It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
damn, man, that's like the mentality of a guy who'll go far.
And
Diba?
Tershun being, a really, really highly touted MMA fighter from China.
Yes.
Actually, the reason why he didn't go to the Ultimate Fighter was because he was an automatic, contender for a
Yeah,
UFC
and
contract.
alam ko he was under contract with a Japanese,
with Legend, with
Chinese
Legacy,
promotion.
Legacy.
Another
or
one,
something.
another RFA, something like that.
Yeah.
But-
There you go.
They've been wanting to get him, and then now that he's finally in the UFC, he runs into Mark Ediva, and
Boom.
yeah,
And
you know.
that was a good striking from Ediva, by the way.
I think Ediva pulled like an Alistair Overeem against Frank Mir. I mean, he played it safe. Honestly, he could have finished it.
Yeah,
I
was
believe
just
it.
about to
I
say.
believe, but because
I was just about
it
to
was
say.
his debut. It was every time I say it is that Overeem and Mir fight. If you remember, it was for the job. This
Yeah.
was basically his audition. He's in the UFC, but it's for the job, pa rin, to solidify.
Definitely.
And he played it safe. I like it.
And
it.
our,
Dominated it.
no matter how he won, I'm happy he
Yeah,
won.
I'm
We
happy.
won.
Yeah, for
Philippines
sure.
won, man.
I was about to say that I don't know if it's just me being Pinoy and being syempre harder or expecting more from him,
Mhm.
but Jumabeke gassed. He
He
put
did.
his hands on his knees to that point. He gassed to that point, and Mark didn't pounce on it. Sayang. He could have landed a head kick more, got him down to the ground. He could have utilized his ground and pound because this guy has epic ground and
Yeah,
pound.
yeah.
So there. Pero yeah, a win is a win.
Yeah.
A good
And
win is
our-
a
I
good
think
win.
he knows it also. That's why he said
Oh.
there's a lot of holes in his game.
But yeah, I'm glad then that he was mature about it. He didn't
Yeah.
go, do anything too risky and stupid and unnecessary. He played it smart and
Like
it was
the
a good fight.
Gustafsson backflip.
No, that was terrible. That was terrible. The front flip, that was terrible. But yeah, Mark Ediva, and congrats to, and
Team
hats off
Lakay.
to Team Lakay and Coach Mark
Yes.
Sangyao.
Yeah.
If you
congrats.
notice, both Dave Galera and Mark Ediva were calm as fuck, man.
Yeah,
they were
dude.
so calm.
They
And I
were.
said,
Entering,
Yeah.
yeah, and then, if you've met Mark Sangyao, you'll know that it rubs off from him.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because he's calm as hell. Like, he's
Almost stoic.
stoic, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Zen
imbibes
master,
that in
yeah.
all his
Yep.
fighters, that they're calm, they don't get
Yeah.
overwhelmed by the big lights, the
Yeah,
big stage.
totoo.
Solid, man.
I agree.
And if
The
you
front
notice,
flip.
finally, Team Lakay legit shorts with a logo and the Philippine flag.
That's sick.
He finally wore it because Dave Galera wore the red shorts, plain red shorts.
Okay.
This time he had like the logo.
We are on the map.
So yeah, we are
That's
on
cool,
the
that's
map.
cool.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, just to mention it, he almost got caught by a triangle choke.
Near the end.
Almost.
Almost.
But yeah, he survived it. Good submission defense from
Yeah.
Arcadiva. So
And
yeah,
heart,
good job Philippines. Good job Team Lakay.
And then I heard this is another rumor that there's gonna be another Team Lakay fighter signing with UFC.
What?
We'll find out
Whoa.
eventually.
Oh, this was the article that he
Get
posted
Eric
this
Kelly
morning,
in
right?
there, man.
Someone leaked it out.
I'm glad for
Someone's
Team Lakay,
signing
but
up.
get Eric Kelly there, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
That's
Let's
in the
see.
works.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's in the works. All
And
right.
then round number 5, our final headline right now is in the heavyweight division: Stipe Miocic versus Junior Dos
I am the
Santos.
prophet.
Booked for UFC UFC
couple
170
episodes ago.
co-main event. This is happening on May 24th. This is a co-main event of Weidman versus Lyoto Machida.
Where Lyoto will win.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
We'll see. We'll see.
No,
We'll
but
see.
this is
Uh,
a good fight.
Yeah, and this is a fight
What
that
you
we've been
lose.
talking about for a long time,
Yeah.
which is
Base of
Spanky
our-
Hey, look
predicted.
back.
Care of
Look
our
back.
prophet.
Yeah.
Care of the prophet.
He knew that
Spanky Wino.
He knew that this fight would happen because these are two fast strikers, technical strikers.
And it's been a while since we've seen the former champion, the cage.
Yes, sir.
It was about to happen now.
Yeah, man. So this is a great fight, but I honestly think JDS is just on a different
Is-
level.
yeah.
But he's been out of
He's
that.
been out.
He's been out for a while, huh?
Uh-huh.
We don't know. The rust.
Stipe is like.
Stipe's in shape. He
yeah,
always
and
comes in
he's,
shape.
he's been climbing the ladder rapidly.
Yeah, and of course, I don't think he's as decorated a wrestler as Kane was
Yeah.
in his amateur
For sure,
career.
for sure.
But his base is wrestling. Stipe.
Yeah.
He looks like your typical striker, very lengthy.
Yeah.
But his base is wrestling.
He's just
So-
really has really good boxing.
If he puts in the Kane style of yung fast paced
Grinding.
takedown, who knows? Maybe that is the weakness of
Yeah,
JDS.
for sure.
That's
But
a template to
I
beat him.
think it's gonna come down to JDS catching him or JDS falling into that. I say we've seen the JDS's cardio isn't bad. It just looks that
No,
way compared to Kane.
Everybody
Kane.
looks bad compared to Kane.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I think Stipe is also on another level in terms of conditioning because he gassed someone like Gabriel Gonzaga, who's comes in shape, but yeah, he looks terrible compared to Stipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huffing and puffing, but we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good, hopefully like a boxing match. But JDS show some jujitsu, man. That would be sick.
Oh yeah, that would be
He
sick.
chokes someone out.
Again.
Triangle
Yeah,
off
yeah,
his
definitely.
back.
Yeah, oh my
Wow.
God, diba?
Wow.
That would be cool.
Pwede
That would be
yun.
cool. So yeah, good fight. The
Fireworks.
That UFC card is shaping up to be great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't wait to see the main event though. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I
We'll see
got-
And
what
Machida
happens.
lose, right?
Not really, but yeah. Okay, so guys, that's it
All right,
for
that's
Dojo
it.
Drifter 5 rounds.
Dojo Drifter
Right now we
5
have
rounds.
a special clip interview for you guys with the father of Philippine MMA, Alvin Aguilar. He held a knife fighting seminar the other weekend over at Sky Fitness Podium. I was there, got to talk to him about knife fighting in general, and we have this interview for you, so check it out. Yes.
All right. For knife fighting, actually anybody can. Now, it's not just for military, because if you notice in everyday life, there's always a constant threat, whether we know it or not. Also, when you do knife fighting, you can use everyday items like a pen or any bladed or any edged object as a weapon to really defend yourselves and your loved ones. Now, when it comes to real self-defense, you cannot be you cannot be haphazard about things because you only have one life to live. And so, same thing with your loved ones. So the reason why we teach people knife fighting is so they can actually really defend themselves against anybody. And also, one of the advantages of knife fighting is once you know it, the knowledge is always there. You don't really have to keep training it, and it doesn't take that long to learn. Once you understand the concepts and everything, that's it.
No, the past events actually.
Okay,
Okay, guys, so
Yes!
there. I
Knife
hope you like that clip. There's a lot more to that interview, which I'll be posting online. So that's very interesting. I hope you guys look into this. This is knife fighting. I know this isn't directly related to MMA,
Yeah.
but
It
it's a
could help
very
save your
interesting-
life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to help
you
save
know.
your life. And then just as
Practical use of martial arts actually.
yeah, and just like Alvin Aguilar stated, anyone can learn this, and you could use it with a pen. I could kill Oji and Spanky right now with
With
one
a pen.
God damn. But so it's
But
a
we-
very
But
practical
don't!
use.
But
But I won't.
Don't,
Because we have to
we
be
ain't
next
got
week.
no defense.
Because Weidman will win.
What the hell? So there, man. Look into that. I'll be posting more videos online, so stay tuned for that.
DojoDrifter.com. So
Yes,
yung pala
sir.
pinagagawa
Dojo
mo
Drifter.
the past 2 weeks.
Yes,
huh?
sir.
Yeah,
Work on my
yeah.
knife fighting.
All right, so many things we've missed the past 2 weeks. A bit a long layoff, but we've got it covered. Don't worry, just watch Dojo Drifter live. So we start off with the first event that we missed, which was UFC 170. This had two interesting fights in it, which was
We had
Rousey
Rousey
versus
McMahon
McMahon
for the
and
title.
DC versus Cummins. Let's start off with DC versus Cummins. If you guys didn't know, this had so much drama in
Yeah,
it
the
before
trash
the fight.
talk.
Yeah, with the trash talking,
Crying.
with the
Crying.
rules
Yeah.
of the mat and wrestling,
Uh-huh.
and the unwritten rules.
Pat
unspoken
turned to
rules.
Patrick, you know what I
Pat
mean?
turned to
No
Patrick.
friends.
Dan turned to Daniel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
no friends.
what happened there was Cummins, who was a late replacement for an injured Rashad Evans. He tried to make the most of the exposure he'd get, went for some trash talking.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, of course, DC didn't take well to this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kicked his ass,
He was
knocked
so
him out in the
pissed,
first
man.
round.
Pushed him during the
Right after.
No, and
yeah,
during
in the weigh-ins or
the weigh-ins,
press
yeah.
con, yeah.
Yeah, DC was pissed.
Yeah, definitely. And DC proved the point. That's
Yeah,
the
man.
main
He's legit.
point of this.
It was terrific
fight.
striking, man. Fast
Yeah,
and
he was
accurate.
definitely
Even at
definitely.
light heavyweight.
From a wrestler, huh?
From a wrestler. And then Cummins went for a few takedowns, stuffed him
Stuffed
easily.
it.
Hell no.
Definitely.
So, like Joe Rogan said, it was probably the best performance we've
It
seen
was so
from
quick, man. I mean,
Cummins.
it's like he had so much confidence that he will whoop Cummins'
Cummins' ass.
ass. You know what I mean? Like, he went in there, did his job, got out. That was
Yeah,
it.
that was it. And
And it was enough to get him a title shot, apparently.
yeah, apparently.
So great
And
performance,
it only
so.
proves that you have to respect.
Mhm.
You have to respect certain boundaries, man,
Yes,
or
sir,
else
yes.
you get to pay for it.
And
there
DC's
you
been
go.
cutting weight. He was hungry, so
Ah.
respect the angry
Literally,
guy. Yeah.
literally and
Yeah.
figuratively.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely,
But
definitely.
see, Cummins, like if I put myself in his position, I get what he was doing, trying to get as much hype as possible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because take note that Cummins accepted this fight 2
A short
weeks
notice.
prior
Yeah.
to the date.
But
So,
I
very, very
think
short notice.
his trash talk wasn't as not a good choice because he was saying DC Cormier cried in training, but it was in a point of DC's life when he lost his daughter.
He
ganyan.
crossed the line.
So dude, you don't bring that shit up, diba?
Yeah,
DC
yeah,
went
definitely.
Hulk on him. He's like,
Oh.
oh, snap.
Like
Boom.
see Chael Sonnen talks a lot of bullshit crap, talks a lot everything, but never really brings family in.
Yeah.
He mentioned
Yeah.
something about the wife of
But-
Silva, na medium rare, make me a steak
Yeah,
medium.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
there.
No,
That was
Nothing-
it there. That was it there.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, Cummins didn't say anything specific about his family.
Yeah.
But it was like just malas lang na yung
yeah,
napili
that
mong
specific event.
trash talk was linked to that. So
Yeah.
yun lang.
So ganun, parang after Cummins, the trash talk, nag-check in si DC sa Snap City. And you never want that to happen. You know, on Foursquare, Snap City. Oh, man!
Yeah.
No
Anyway, the main event was hella shocking, man.
Yeah,
Rousey
versus,
wins.
Sarah McMahon.
Okay.
Although Rousey was up in the odds, a lot of people were giving Sarah McMahon a chance. Since
Yeah.
Undefeated
this is the
Olympian.
first time an Olympian goes against another Olympian in the UFC,
Both
Yeah.
undefeated pa.
and they're
Yeah.
both undefeated. And Sarah McMahon has man arms.
Dude, Sarah
Yeah,
McMahon.
she's huge.
Seriously,
Jacked.
man. She's
Man arms.
And then Rousey wins in the first round. Okay, that's nothing new.
But
By TKO, liver
Yup.
shot, man. Knee to
First
the
time.
liver.
Knee to the liver, and brings down McMahon. A lot of people saying this was an early stoppage. What's your take?
It is. It was an early stoppage. You could have given like 1 or 2 punches, no complaints. The referee is there to protect the fighters, and it was Herb Dean again, right, making
Yeah,
this
Herb Dean.
early stop,
A lot
alleged
of bad
early
decisions
stoppage.
during that card for Herb Dean.
Yeah, but
he had a prior
yeah.
fight to that.
But I
Herb.
guess he saw something that we couldn't see from the TV screens. He was right there. He's looking out for the fighters. If he says Sarah McMahon was out, I'll believe the guy.
Well,
That's
he
it.
was what people were saying, and what I believe some insiders who talked to Herb was saying that once you get a liver shot, you don't. There's no coming back
Yeah.
from it. Even
You
if you,
shut down.
it looks like you're still awake.
But
Your body shuts down, and it'll only get worse if you try to defend yourself. So,
I get that.
Yep.
So there, Rousey won. They said it's the fastest TKO in UFC women's history, which doesn't say much given how young the division
yeah,
is.
yeah.
But still, man, impressive. Rousey is scary as hell, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she comes
Especially
to the
now.
Philippines,
Her
that
her,
would be-
her striking
that
has
would be great, man.
has actually caught up to her jiu-jitsu. You know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean? And
based
she's-
on this fight, and if you've seen her in training, dude, she's very impressive.
So at the top of the food chain, there's Ronda Rousey. Honestly, the judgment has been passed. Herb Dean, you can't do anything about the decision. She won. I respect that, but there are a lot of girls gunning for that title.
Yeah.
And number one on my list is really Cyborg, who's fighting at welterweight right now. Really, for Muay Thai, that's 170 pounds. She's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fight that I want to see though is Gina Carano and Rousey, because I'll just love Gina Carano. man. But in terms of-
I'll just watch that, like, on
just put it
replay.
on mute.
Every day. Yeah.
But,
Yeah, her,
but
her.
in terms of
Where's your
like,
other hand?
No,
man?
it's
Where's
here,
your-
it's here.
oh,
But
okay,
it's
okay.
here.
yeah, that's the fight I want to see. But in terms of the likely fight is Zingano, because she's already in
Yeah.
UFC. But the fight that makes the most sense in terms of rankings is Cyborg.
Yep.
Yeah.
So each of these women, each of these fighters
Three
brings something
theories. Yeah.
great to the table.
Yep,
I wouldn't
yep.
mind seeing any of them.
But I
fight
think
Rousey.
if you Gina Carano, Dana White has released, I think, if it's not yet official, that he's hinted that Gina Carano is on the roster.
yeah,
Joe
he-
Rogan was the one who.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but this one on Dana White. Dana White said that when Zuffa purchased Strikeforce,
Yeah.
they took the fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They purchased
so-
certain contracts, and one of those contracts was Gina
Gina.
Carano.
But she's been busy with movies and
yeah,
you know what I mean.
being a rock star and shit. So,
And being Wonder Woman.
She hates
but
it.
but I actually don't see Rousey taking the fight, being the next to fight.
I just
I'm
watched
sorry,
the weigh-ins.
Carano and Rousey. I
I
don't
just
think
watched
it's
the
gonna
weigh-ins.
happen.
Honestly, though, I've never watched the Carano fight. How is she? I mean, she was undefeated before.
Cyborg.
Before Cyborg.
Cyborg.
But, like, do you think she had a chance against Ronda?
Not really. I think she'll get
Oh,
more
okay.
part, especially given her hiatus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's so
Giving ring
pretty.
rush, right?
Parang people focus on that. Parang she's too
Hey,
pretty to
Ronda's
get her.
pretty as
Yeah.
well.
You
But
know
he-
what? But Ronda's like mean. Gina Carano's like, don't hurt her.
Yeah.
But she's got her Muay Thai is really sick.
Yeah.
And that's why she lost to Cyborg, because Cyborg's
Cyborg,
Muay Thai
yeah.
is
It is.
devastating.
Yeah, it is.
And Carano has some submission wins, but compared to Rousey, that's not gonna fly. So
And- Yeah.
let's see, man. If
And
it ever happens.
I think Cyborg has made it clear also that she wants a title shot, and at the 135 pounds, she's made it clear that she wants to be in the UFC because she's done certain things that she severed ties with her former manager,
Tito.
apparently Tito Ortiz, who's not good with the UFC, and she severed ties with
Uh-huh.
Tito Ortiz that she wants to fight.
Good.
talaga
Yeah,
Ronda
yeah,
Rousey. So man, make
So
it
we'll
I
see.
hope it eventually
We'll see what
happens, yeah.
All right.
Next event.
Another card that we missed was where Ediva fought, actually.
Yeah.
Was Dong Yun Kim
Versus John
John
Hathaway.
Hathaway, ending in a brutal, sick elbow.
Spinning elbow.
Spinning
It's
elbow.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I caught the gif for that.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
actually nothing to say about this
Yeah,
fight
it was
except
a
for
great
that.
fight. I don't know where Kim will go from here. He should fight maybe Rory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rory
I think
McDonald.
But
that's
a
good
big
fight.
name like that,
Mhm.
because he knocked out John Hathaway via spinning elbow. The fight before that, he knocked out Eric Silva with I think it was
Yeah,
a left
dude.
hand
Yeah.
or right hand to the jaw.
People
So
don't
this
give
guy's
him
scary.
much the stun gun.
Stun
am I
gun.
right?
Yeah.
The stun gun much credit because he ran into Carlos Condit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
dude.
He ran.
Yep.
That's Condit, yeah.
Yeah. So and
More
I
fights
think
for
he ran
this
into
guy, man.
Maya.
I mean,
think
everyone just buckles down in front of him.
170 stack again.
He lost to Maya.
That was
It
weird.
was a rib injury.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
happened in the
Rib
fight.
Yeah, that was
By the way,
kinda weird.
congratulations to the Korean zombie who recently got married.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. there.
Naalala natin because we're
Best
talking about
wishes.
Koreans.
Yeah, Koreans.
Yeah, best
Yeah.
wishes.
They
Korean
might be in
zombie.
Boracay for a honeymoon because that's like a thing nowadays.
Yep.
Diba?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean,
about it.
it's a thing. Anyway, so
I'd go there to see him.
yeah. So
There.
we jump to the next card.
Next card just happened this weekend. It was Alexander Gustafsson versus Jimmy Manuwa.
front flip from hell.
Yeah, but well, basically, Manuwa wasn't couldn't stand against
Even he
Gustafsson.
takedown, Gustafsson took him down.
Yeah, control him on the ground. Yeah.
Because if you see them at
It reached the
weigh-ins,
second round though.
it did,
Yeah.
it did. If you saw them at weigh-ins and if you saw them face to face, it's like the muscle mass talaga of Jimmy Manoa. It puts the man in Manoa. That's what I think. No, really, he's
You're on a roll, man.
He's a strong guy. I mean, he's the poster boy. I mean, he's black, but he's British, so he's a kryptonite to white women. He's kryptonite to women everywhere. Ganun
Yeah,
yun eh, like
no?
Craig
Ganun ba
David.
yun?
Ganun
Yeah,
eh.
exactly.
Craig David, man. Oh.
After the takedown in the first round, so Gustafsson's on top of him. He tries a straight armbar or tries a Kimura. Dude, Manoa's arms just, dude, you're
Yeah,
not
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
strong as
It wasn't
fuck,
going
man.
anywhere.
It wasn't going anywhere. Like,
Exactly.
Gustafsson was trying to cast his shit. He was like, man, it's not
Fuck it.
working.
Fight.
It's not working.
Yeah.
So Gustafsson goes back to his feet
Uh-huh.
and does work where he's best at, which is Muay Thai. So
Yeah.
he does a Muay Thai clinch, shoves his knee into Manoa's
Uh-huh.
face, and the rest
And
is
the uppercut,
history.
and yeah.
Yeah, the
Finishes him.
uppercuts were brutally
Yeah,
fast.
and on the dot, man. And then as soon as Manoa dropped to the canvas, they stopped the fight. I
And-
feel like that's another fight that they could have let go maybe 2 more punches. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But it was
Oh,
a
but
great knockout.
He was
out of it.
Yeah.
He was out of it. His eyes were closed. And the highlight of the fight was...
He was so happy.
He
He,
did
did
a-
a front flip. You know, dude, that's his emotions. I get it, but he was just so happy that could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
They say he's not a Chad Mendes.
Oh, super athletic.
Chad Mendes
Or-
and Jose Aldo.
Who's that? The magician, the
Oh,
Dodson.
Dodson.
With the
Dodson,
front flips,
yeah.
back flips, like it's
Nothing.
nobody's business.
But-
Yeah.
And he tried it. He's 6'5", 205. I'm like,
Boom.
okay, wait. If
May
you
mga
guys see
na-injure na dun, sa ganun,
Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar in wrestling, he tried the something.
No
he tried the turnbuckle move, dude. He landed on his neck. I swear to God.
Okay. Good job,
So
bro. Oh.
Gustafsson, no more of that.
Yeah,
No,
we'd like to see you fight John
Yeah.
Jones or Glover.
Yeah. But-
Whoever wins,
and then
most
he-
likely Glover.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But see, Gustafsson said then after the fight,
Who you got?
nah, we know who you got. But he said that, when they asked him, why'd you do the front flip? He said, I was just so happy I just knocked another man out. I could care less about my dancing skills.
Yeah.
And it's
That was
true, man.
dangerous lang. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And
Okay.
you know, Jimmy Manoa first loss in his career, which is still a pretty young MMA
Pretty
career.
young career, yeah.
But
definitely.
I think there's gonna be
I mean, he's
more
kinda
from the
old,
poster
but,
boy.
Uh,
It's usually ganun eh, like because he showed, you know, he never had Gus in trouble, but a couple of leg kicks I saw Gus, you know, turn sideways. Mano was a beast. Mano was legit, and
Yeah.
you know he just gained another fan base from this
Yeah.
fight, and it happened in London, and he's gonna get more fights.
Yeah,
I like
definitely.
Jimmy. I'm a new fan of Jimmy Manoa. I like him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Get new fights.
So, all right. So that's it for Dojo Drifter Live right now. So we just updated you in the past 2 weeks.
A lot of MMA.
What's next? What's next though?
This weekend we have 2 big events to look forward to. There's one FC in Malaysia with Kevin Bellingon.
With the Nowotsu Suzuki and
Brock
Brock
Larson. Yeah.
as the
Yes.
main,
Larson.
Yeah, and then
as
Kevin.
the main event.
Yeah, for the welterweight title, the inaugural welterweight title, Kevin Bellingon is taking on Dae Hwan Kim. who
Really,
is
really tough guy.
9-0,
Really fast. Really
Our
technical.
prayers.
Yeah,
So-
he has 2 knockouts, 4 submissions, so this guy's dangerous. But Bellingon has 5 KOs and 5 submissions out of 13 wins.
Yeah.
He's one dangerous motherfucker. I'm so excited to see him fight.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna win, and I think he's gonna
I
get
hope
that
he
title
wins,
shot.
I hope
He's
he
gonna
wins.
get that shot,
I
man.
hope
And he
he
gets
So good luck.
He gets a
Kevin
shot
Bellingon.
at the winner of Bibiano versus Ueda.
Yes, definitely.
I wish it was a rematch.
These
against
guys are really
Ueda,
good
though.
with these
Uh-huh.
names, man.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, these guys are getting their names out there. They're becoming more familiar.
Yeah,
so.
So yeah, you get to memorize.
And
that.
what's
And then the
the other
second
one?
event, we have UFC 171 for the vacant welterweight title of the UFC
have a new champion.
between Robbie Lawler
Johnny
and Johnny Hendricks. So
The
that'll
two
be a great fight.
lefties.
And then in the co-main event, you have Tyron Woodley versus Carlos Condit. Man, I wish we had more time to talk about these. And you also have another welterweight battle in Hector Lombard versus Jake Shields.
Yeah.
Who do you have for those 3 fights?
I have Lombard.
Hendricks.
I have Lombard, Hendricks, and Condit.
I'm actually going the same.
We're the same, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. One
Yeah.
They're
side.
all gonna lose.
Yeah.
No, let's see.
No,
we don't want to
no.
jinx these guys, pero yeah, that's
Definitely,
how.
we'll talk more about
Uh-huh.
those fights, including the ONE FC card this Friday,
Uh-huh.
next Tuesday, 12 noon,
Yeah.
as always. So Yeah, that's it
That's
for
it for
Dojo
the
Drifter
show, guys.
Live. That's it for the show. Check us out again next week, 12 noon, Tuesday, only at WooSaStudios.com. And we've got replays on YouTube. Just check it out. Check us out there. We'll post the links through our Facebook, Twitter, and website, DojoDrifter.com.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's it for Dojo Drifter Live. I am Oji.
This is Gab.
I'm Spanky.
We are Dojo Drifter Live. Catch us again next week. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
MMA all day.
Good to be back. Thank you, guys.
Middleweight champion.
We'll see you.
Good to be back.
Wild Mud.
Bye, guys. See ya.